College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Hello and welcome to Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Finally, it is officially here. I'm Zach Reynolds, alongside me, Coach Grant Haynes. And Coach, what a way to get things started here as Jones will take on the Luther Lions, two old-school Oklahoma communities separated by a 15-minute or less drive. This is what high school football is all about.
Absolutely. You got two towns right next to each other, Luther and Jones. The hogback rivalry. Now, I will say, it's been about 20 years since Luther's beaten us, but it's still a great time, still a great game. Really looking forward to it.
Well, it's absolutely, just a thing that can bring these two close communities together over a friendly rivalry of high school football, and we expect a big game here today. Jones, here at home at Tim Wallace Stadium, trying to start off their season after a tough end of last season. They want to start off good here today and go on another great season like they've had in years past.
Absolutely. It's going to be one of those things where you want to start out, fast. You want to get out hot. Try to get, 1-0 tonight. The thing with the first game is it's never the cleanest game. You want to try to make it the cleanest, but it's tough. So look for Jones to really simplify things, really try to make it a clean game, and hopefully come out with a win tonight.
Well, we will take a break here quickly and then be back with some key players to watch out. That and more coming on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes back here with you at Tim Wallace Stadium, home of the Jones Longhorns. First game of the year set to start here in just around 10 minutes or so. A little bit more than that, but a big-time game coming here against the Luther Lions for Jones. It's week 0, seeing more and more of those games, and that's what we've got here on a Thursday. Normally, obviously, you think of Friday Night Lights tonight. It's a Thursday Night Lights, and getting into this matchup, Coach Haynes, who are some key players to watch for you on both sides?
Yeah, so we'll start out on defense first. A couple guys that you'll hear their names quite a bit. First one is number 51, Dorian Wiley, 6'1", 220-pound defensive end, going to be a junior or is a junior. Really explosive off the football, plays really well with his hands, great technique. Really excited to see what he can do tonight. My second one for defense is going to be Caleb Chappell, number 4. Plays 3 technique, just like Dorian, extremely explosive, gets off the ball really fast, uses his hands. It's really tough to block back on him on a counter, and it's tough to try to reach him on an outside zone play. So really look for those two to be in the backfield. Offensively, looking at our running backs, looking at our scrimmage from last week, our running backs ran extremely well. I know our coaches were really pleased with how they ran the ball by our 2 running backs. First one is going to be Cale Clark, number 14, he is a senior, runs extremely hard. One of those kids, he gets a full head of steam, and it's hard to bring him down. Really explosive. You get him on the outside, you're not catching him. And then, the other one I got is 44, Coda Harris. Kid's probably about 220 pounds, 230 pounds. We have him listed as 235. Big kid. He's one of those kids, if you get him downhill and he starts running, you're not stopping him. He'll get you 3, 4, 5 yards plus some. You'll never, knock him back. He'll always gain that extra yard at the end of each run.
And then on the other side with the Luther Lions, Coach, they're a team that has some similar things coming into this season as Jones, where they maybe lost some key players, graduating last year, and they're going to need some people to step up this season. A couple of those players I wrote down for them that played at least a little bit for them last year, that need to step up this year. Brody Becker is going to play quarterback for them, and also Colt McCaslin. Can you speak to either of those?
Yes. So their quarterback, last year they had running back Ruben Vega, extremely explosive, did everything for Luther. And this year he graduated, and so they're going to have to lean on some of the young guys. Quarterback Becker, he gets the ball where it needs to be. He makes the right choices. But, if our defensive line, our linebackers can get a little bit of pressure on them, and our defensive backs can suffocate any separation between the receiver, I think we'll be able to get after them.
Well, there's some key players to watch out for. We're going to take another couple of minute break, and then we'll be back with keys to the game from Coach Haynes and myself. You're watching Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success. College is more than just going to class. College is a
Back here with Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes with you. Team's just about set to come out and take the field. We've got a few more minutes of a little warm-up here, and then we'll be underway with Week 0, Jones and Luther doing battle here. Coach, what are some keys to the game that you have for this one for both sides?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be up front. Last week, Jones' offensive line kind of saw a unconventional defensive front, what we call radar defense. I know after talking to Coach Vandifer, Coach Wareheim, Coach Witt, they feel pretty confident about their game plan. They feel pretty confident about the run game, pass game this week. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they can do. And then on the flip side of that, how can Luther slow down Jones's defensive front? Jones's defensive front, I really think, is going to be at the top of 2A1. They've got playmakers on every single spot with the 4-man front. So I'm pretty excited to see that. Being an O-line guy, that's something you always see, and I'm intrigued to see how that works tonight.
A couple of the things that I just wrote down thinking about it was, coming into this first game, it's something new. Last year you had a quarterback and running back that you knew you could rely on. They were seniors. They were both studs. Those guys are gone now. You have confidence in, the new guys stepping up, Hanson at quarterback, Harris and Clark at running back, but you never really know until you get to game time. What are you expecting to see from that young and new group of quarterback and running backs?
Well, I think, looking at practice, you try to make game-like situations. So, this is where watching film comes, to be so important. You watch film, you see what the defense is going to do, and you emulate that in practice. That way your young guys feel comfortable being out there on the field and playing. So I'm pretty confident, with our quarterback, Asen. I'm confident with Kale. I'm confident with Coda. I'm confident with our offensive line. I really think, they'll be able to get it clicking tonight just because of the way they prepare and the way they practice.
And then, just the other couple things I wrote down, they're just general early season things. How do you tackle in the early season, and how are you at avoiding penalties in the early season? That's something that every team deals with at the start of every season, whether it's middle school or the pros.
Mm-hmm. And, looking at the beginning of the year, referees are a lot tighter on calls, especially, the first 3 non-district games. You're going to see referees making a lot of calls that were like, it's questionable. It's an interesting call. But that's just part of the game. You hope that they call it both ways, and most instances they do. Tonight I've heard we've got a pretty good crew, so I'm intrigued to see how they call it. But with the penalties, you tell your boys, you keep playing, don't make any pre-snap or post-snap penalties. Those are the penalties that will get you beat quicker than anything. So if you can knock those out, you'll be just fine.
Just saw the coin toss take place there at center field, and that coin toss is brought to you by Revitalize Implants. Restore your smile for less. Outstanding care, comfort, and affordability are their top priorities. They are dedicated to providing modern, cost-effective dental implant solutions to fit any budget. Call to set up an appointment at 405-216-3735 or visit them online at revitalizeimplants.com. Jones set to come out of the locker room here in just a second. You got the nice blow-ups to come out of it back home where I'm from. They just run through a piece of paper usually, but got it all fancy and ready to go here. And it's just a big atmosphere. High school football means a lot. Everybody thinks of Texas, but Oklahoma's right there. Means a lot down here in this part of the country, and you can tell by the nice crowd they've got on hand today.
Absolutely. Looking at the crowd tonight, it's warm. It's 95 degrees outside, but the fans out here are excellent. They come and support no matter what the weather is. 2 years ago we had a blizzard, and we had all the fans here. And so I think it's a testament to the town of Jones, to the community, to our parents, to the players. I really think it's a special place to be, and you're seeing that on display right now.
And you're seeing your Jones Longhorns take Tim Wallace Field here. Getting ready to start off the season. That'll wrap up our little pregame show here. We're going to take a 1-minute break and then be back with the kickoff. Jones Longhorn football, it's here finally on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds and Grant Haynes here with you for Jones Longhorn football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Kickoff just about to happen. And it looks like that after the coin toss, it'll be Luther kicking off to Jones. So they'll start with the football. Looks like Carlos Hardiman back, set to try to return this one.
Yep, they got the watermelon kick. Be careful for a short kick. Make sure your front line doesn't leave too early.
And the kick is away. We are underway with Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And the kick is going to end up out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. So that'll be a nice start for Jones as they'll get good field position here to start.
Yep, looking like we're going to start here on the 35-yard line. I'm pretty intrigued to see how Coach Durrell's going to call this first play. I know there's quite a few plays that you can kind of choose from and manipulate this defense, so we'll see what he dials up right here.
Getting set to start the first quarter off here. The first quarter brought to you by Valor. Valor Physical Therapy in Choctaw, offering tailored treatment options to address your discomfort or injury using cutting-edge methods and advanced technological testing. Shoulder, hip, knee, foot, ankle, and cervical pain. We're underway here in the first quarter. Coda Harris will make that kill. Clark with the first handoff, and he's going all the way just short of the first down marker, maybe even pushing forward. Definitely a 9 of run, if not 10.
Yeah, it looks like a little split zone action right there. H-back comes across, hits the defensive end. Kale did a great job of being patient, keeping it up inside, and was able to get 9 to 10 yards on that.
And they are going to move up the chain, so he was able to get the first down there all the way up to the 45-yard line. Hanson's the quarterback, and he's got Clark in the backfield with him. Hanson takes it, and he'll hand off to Clark again. Why not? And he's going to the right side, and he'll be wrapped up. Gained 3 or 4 that time, so a couple of nice runs to start off for Cale Clark this season.
Yep, safety came down pretty quickly. At that instance, you just got to get in there, lower your pads, and try to get as much as you can. Try not to go backwards or go sideways.
Able to pick up 4 on that first down run, so that makes it 2nd and 6. And we're now a minute into the game here. 11 minutes left here in this first quarter, brought to you by Valor. Hanson takes the snap. Another handoff to Clark, trying to bounce away from the defender. And he will be wrapped up by the swarming of the Luther Lions defense that time.
Yeah, so last week, something we saw a lot of was Perkins blitzing, doing a lot of the radar stuff. We see Luther coming out with a double inside linebacker blitz. Backside linebacker was able to get underneath our double team and make play on Clark. 3
plays so far, all of them runs. It's now 3rd and 8. Hanson went with
that was close.
A hard count that time. Almost got a jump, but not quite. Now they'll reset. 3rd and 8 from the 46. Hanson trying to read the defense, takes the snap and drops back. Looking left, he'll fire over the middle, and that one is caught for a Jones Longhorn first down. That's Creighton Jones hauling it in using that big 6'5" frame.
Man, that was an outstanding job by Creighton sitting in the hole and not bringing it too far inside. Safety was about 2 yards inside of him, and he just sat down. Ace made a great throw, hit him right on target.
So a couple of first downs already for the Longhorns. They are driving it across the 50 into Lions territory. Good showing for the offense so far. Still Hanson and Clark in the backfield. Hanson hands off to Clark again. He's got a hole at the middle now, goes to the right, and he's brought down, but another good gain on first down.
Yep, same type of thing. Luther tries to bring what they call a pirate blitz off the edge. Inside linebacker goes out. Defensive end, defensive tackle go underneath. Offensive line did a good job of washing it. Luther's safety made a good play.
Able to pick up 4 on that first down, so it's 2nd and 6. And now Coda Harris checks in. A little bit of change of pace in the backfield. Harris, a big guy, hard to wrap up. Directly behind Hanson here. Hanson will keep this one, moving up the right. Pass one to Spinner, spinning around, and he is brought down right about the 29, 30-yard line.
Yep, ran a little zone read. Defensive end crashed. Asen pulled it. He's got the option to throw what we call a money or a little now route or a bubble route down here. Did a nice job of keeping it, get as much as he could.
3rd down and short here. 3rd and 3. Hanson another hard count. Doesn't get a jump. Now Ellefson will move across the formation. So it'll be 3 targets on the left side with Creighton Jones, Purvis, and Ellefson. Just 1. That is Templeton on the right side. Hanson Hands off to Harris, and he's got plenty of room. Bulldozes over one defender, spinning away from another, and it takes 3 or 4 Luther Lions to bring him down, but not before he got another Jones first down.
Man, outstanding push by left tackle Jack Mendoza and left guard Dallas Estrada. Tight end Riley Elfson did a great job of getting on the defensive end, and they just collapsed that whole side over there. Great pickup.
Yeah, again, like you mentioned there, that time Harris had plenty of room to run before the first contact, and at that first contact, you just pushed that guy over the ground.
Yep, kind of like what we talked about. 235 pounds is hard to bring down by yourself.
You can build up speed as well, as we saw on that quickly.
Looks like a timeout. Jones timeout.
We'll have a timeout. Jones will take it with him. Jones driving on their opening drive. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Zach Reynolds, Grant Haynes with you. We're here in the first quarter. There's 8:04 left in the first quarter. Still a scoreless tie, but Jones on the move after their drive started at the 35-yard line of their own. They're all the way up to the Luther Lions 23-yard line. Here in the first quarter, brought to you by Valor. Hansen back out there, set up for a 1st and 10 after that Coda Harris run, and they'll try to keep this drive going. Harris still in the backfield with Asen Hansen. Hansen takes it, keeps this one on the play fake, has a man open the end zone, touchdown Jones, and it's Creighton Jones who hauls that one in.
Man, it was a great job. Creighton gives the corner a little move, corner starts peeking inside, and Creighton just runs right by him. Not really sure what the corner's running, if he's trying to run a deep third or if he's running man. Either way, eyes were caught in the backfield, and Ace was able to throw it by him. Great throw, great catch.
Well, now it looks like they will go for 2 here. Interesting formation. Hansen has it, turns and fires to Ellison in the corner, and he can't bring that one in. But Jones scores a touchdown. It is 6-0 here in the early going. Longhorns on top. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network at Tim Wallace Stadium, home of the Jones Longhorns, where they are up 6-0 with 7:57 left to go in the first quarter. After that touchdown, it was to Creighton Jones, a 23-yard pass from Mason Hansen, capped off a 65-yard drive, the opening drive for the Jones Longhorns. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition, bringing you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town. Proud supporter of Jones Athletics, 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. Check us out on social media and stop in and say hi. Jones Nutrition. Jose Reyes kicks this one away, and that one will fly out of bounds. So they kind of returned the favor there. The opening kick from Luther went out of bounds and set up Jones at the 35-yard line. And this time the Jones kick out of bounds, and Luther, the Lions, out for the first time on offense, starting from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, so we saw Jones' offensive line go out there, do a really good job. Got a great push, great protection. So now let's see, kind of what Jones' defensive line will do here to start us out.
The Lions quarterback once more is number 4, Brody Becker. Guy that played a little bit for him last year, but is going to have an increased role this year with no Ruben Rega in the backfield. A lot of young players on offense for the Lions. We'll see how this one goes. An interesting formation at running back to each the right and left of Becker. Now they switch things around.
Double tight.
That's Scannell in motion all the way out into the slot. There goes the running back. Becker turns and fires to him. That's Anderson. Now he'll throw out a pass. That one's to Scannell, and he hauls that one in. Did he hang on? Yes, he did, and a trick play to start things off, and Luther all the way up across the 25 of the Jones Longhorns.
Tough play. That's one of those plays that they're not going to do that every single play. You live with it, made a stop. Let's play the next play.
I believe that was Anderson letting it go with his left hand there. So we'll see what they do here. 1st and 10 from the Jones 24. Another interesting formation. Becker hands this one off. That one's Anderson up the gut, and he will be brought down. Try to bounce it outside for a minimal gain.
Coaching against Luther the last couple of years, they are very heavy personnel, so meaning that they like to have a couple fullbacks or H-backs in there. Sometimes they'll go double tight. Sometimes they'll have a full house backfield with 3 running backs back there. That's kind of what we're used to seeing. Anything away from that, you kind of suspect something may be coming.
Another heavy formation here. Becker tries a hard snap, didn't get a jump, almost did, but Jones able to stay outside. Now he hands this one off to right up the middle, and he'll be brought down. Another small gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 or 6, I would say. We'll see how they mark it.
Yep. Having their offensive line just kind of running the zone scheme to the left, bringing both H-backs over to the right, trying to get a little counter look. Our defensive end over there has to make sure he doesn't run upfield. Did a good job of staying square, spilling it. Linebackers are able to come over the top, make a play on it.
So they went 60 yards on their first play, a little trick play, and now they're running into some trouble. It's 3rd and 7. Jones trying to get off the field, and it's going to be a flag here, either a false start or a jump. We'll see how the referee calls this one. He'll talk about it.
This formation that they're getting is what we call tight trips with a nub tight end to the boundary. Look for a quick bootleg. I know they like to run kind of a flood concept back into the boundary. They'll try to overload the right side towards the tight end and try to dump something either off quickly, or they'll have a corner route going into the back part of the end zone. So this formation always kind of screams, watch bootleg on it. Oh.
And they're going to call encroachment on Jones, so this time it goes Luther's way, and they'll move up 5 yards. So that'll make it a much more manageable 3rd down, just 3rd and 2. So we'll see what they try to run here in a short yardage situation from the Longhorn 16-yard line. They're in the red zone here. After that long trick play to start things off, the snap, they'll just try to push it up the middle, but Jones pushes back, and it looks like he'll be short.
That's where you need defensive linemen to hold their gap, and Jones did a great job of maintaining gap integrity, and linebackers are able to come in and get after the quarterback pretty good right there.
So now it's 4th and 2, officially no gain on that. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field right now. So big spot here early in this game, going for it on 4th and 2 from the Jones 16. 5:35 left here in the first quarter. Jones leads 6-0. Luther trying to answer. 4th and 2. Becker takes a snap, hands off to right. He's up the middle. He's got room to first down and more. Bulls over one Jones defender, and he's all the way down near the 5-yard line.
Yep, they kind of washed us down over there on the right side. Had a hat for a hat. Safety's got to come up and fill that a little bit quicker. But Luther did a good job of getting a hat on a hat right there.
So now they've got 1st and goal from the 6-yard line as the clock ticks under to about 5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Becker, another hard count, and that time DeBusk jumps off sides. Jones again wants it to be a false start, but last time it went in Luther's favor. And it'll be the same here.
kind of like what we talked about pregame. Pre-snap, post-snap penalties will put you in a big bind, so they're going to have to clean that up.
Jones up 6-0, but Luther threatening to tie it up with a score here. They're on the 3-yard line now, 1st and goal. Becker takes the snap, hands off to right, tries to jump back through up the middle. He's right near the line, and he's going to be just short of the goal line, but he'll be right there.
Yeah, Luther's getting a little bit of a push on us up front. Here they go, heavy personnel here.
2nd and goal from the 1. Becker takes the snap. He's going to take it himself to the left side. He looks to be in, and he is for a touchdown, so it's tied up at 6 apiece. Brody Becker runs it in for 6 for the Lions.
Yep. That series gave up a little too much running. They're getting heavy personnel, and they're just running, simply outside zone or stretch, and then they'll run counterback weak, and, we're giving them 4 yards, 5 yards a carry, sometimes a little bit more, and, that's something we'll have to clean up when they come back to the sideline.
So it looks like it'll be Anderson trying to kick the extra point here for the Lions, trying to go up by 1. Becker holds for him. The kick is off left. So we're all tied up at 6 apiece, 4:31 left in the first quarter. A great start to this game. More to come. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Six to 6 all tied up here at Tim Wallace Stadium. Jones and Luther after Luther's touchdown run just moments ago. So each team with a touchdown on their opening drive. And now it'll go back to Jones. Once again, Hardiman back to receive this kickoff. It'll be Anderson to boot it away. These teams' first attempt at a kickoff this season ended up out of bounds for a penalty. This one's kind of squibbed. Ellefson going to take it in, just take the knee just shy of the 40-yard line. That'll put him in good position again, right around the 36, 37-yard line.
It's a good idea. One of those things, if you get it right there on the little pop-up, to catch it, take a knee, it's one of those things you're only separated by 20 yards. If you try to make something happen, there's a good chance of a fumble. So, smart move by Ellefson.
Jones back out on offense here in this first quarter, brought to you by Valor. Valor Physical Therapy in Choctaw, offering tailored treatment options to address your discomfort or injury using cutting-edge methods and advanced technological testing, shoulder, hip, knee, foot, ankle, and cervical pain. You can phone them at 405-993-3157. Hanson, the quarterback, had a touchdown pass on the first Jones drive. He'll take the snap here and hand it off to Cale Clark. He's got room, a nice run of 5 or 6 yards right up the middle. The offensive line has looked really good for Jones here in the early going.
Yep, they're getting a great push. Riley Ellefson came across the line, ran split zone again, and he just completely pancaked the defensive end. Luther's getting in what we call 4-4 defense, so 4 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, really trying to stop any run. But Jones up front's getting a great push up the middle. Running back's not having to bounce it, just take it up the middle for 6-7 yards to carry.
Be 2nd and 4 now. Hanson fakes the handoff. That time it's play action. Looking, doesn't have anything. Rolling right now, will take it himself. And he will be brought down right near the line of scrimmage. Tried to make something out of nothing that time. Good coverage forced him to try to move around. And he at least got back to the line, it looked like. So it'll be 3rd down now.
They matched the coverage pretty well. Down here on the bottom, they kind of switched. Our receivers almost ran like a switch go. The receivers passed it off decently well. Look at the top of the route. Towards the end of the route, we're starting to outrun them a little bit. So look for any deep shots, to be a little bit longer developing.
Called that a loss of 1. It's 3rd and 5 from the 48. Hansen takes it, hands off to Clark. He's got room. Now he's to the outside, trying to get past one defender. He does, still on his feet. Across the 50 to the 40-yard line. Cale Clark breaking a couple of tackles, bounced that one outside. Got the first down and more.
It's tough to run anything else when you're getting a push like that. Running a little what we call duo scheme. Tight end, is manhandling a defensive end. Get right there, had a great push by Michael Renfro and little freshman out there, 77. Ty, great job, great push. Like I said, it's tough to run anything else when you're getting a push like that.
Run been working well for Jones early, and they got their last touchdown on a pass, though, off of the run. Hansen with Harris in the backfield. Fakes a handoff to him. Looks right. Has a man wide open. That's Templeton. He will walk in for the touchdown. Jones, another score.
Right there, kind of what we're just talking about. Jones is hitting them. They're getting covered a little early. And then you're seeing Luther's defensive back starting to peek in the backfield and lose their guy. No matter if you're running thirds, man, quarters, anytime you start looking in the backfield, the receiver's going to get by, and that's what Jones receivers are doing. They're getting right by him.
Another long touchdown pass that time for Hansen. They'll go for 2 again here. A trick play. Harris trying to run it in, and he is there for the 2 points. So they score on that 2-point conversion and make it 14-6 Jones. They've scored on each drive so far. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
You're watching Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 2:53 left to go here in the first quarter, and Jones up 14-6 after that last touchdown drive. A long pass from Asen Hansen to Mason Templeton. That capped off a 62-yard touchdown drive, and that scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition, bringing you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town. Proud supporter of Jones Athletics, 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. Check us out on social media and stop in and say hi. Jones Nutrition brought to you that scoring recap. Jones so far has been really good on offense. They gave up a touchdown on their first defensive drive, and they'll try to clean it up this time.
Yeah, something to kind of keep an eye on. Luther, from their defensive guys, they brought over 7 guys onto their kickoff return squad. Luther maybe has 30 kids, so look for a lot of kids playing every single play.
Well, Wilson caught that kickoff and tried to make something out of it, but he was drove down by Eli DeBusk. Nice special teams that play, or that time, from the younger DeBusk. And his brother Luke now steps out and patrols the middle of the field as the middle linebacker for Jones. So the Luther drive will start from their own 22-yard line. Last time they started off their first drive with a trick play where they swung it out to their running back, and then he let it loose with the left hand for nearly a 60-yard catch for Scannell. We'll see what they do this time to start off their drive. After that, they really just went to running the football.
So here, kind of what I was talking about, watch for a possible boot action.
Becker, the quarterback, takes a snap. He will hand off. No, he keeps it. Held that one for a while. Now tries to dump this one off, and that one's at the feet of Anderson, incomplete.
Yep, so kind of like what we were talking about, little bootleg action. if you can get penetration, your defensive end can keep contained. That play hardly ever works. Defensive end made a nice play right there. Mason Templeton, tough as they come.
Caught that long touchdown pass after burning the defender, and now making his presence known on defense. 2:43 left here in the first quarter. 14-6 lead for the Jones Longhorns. Second down and 10 for Luther. And they want to talk this one over. A timeout, and we will take it with them. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes with you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Jones Longhorns football, brand new to the Oklahoma Sports Network this year, and so far they're making their presence known with a couple of long touchdown passes on offense, and they now lead 14-6 here with 2:43 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, keeping tradition alive, scoring a lot of points. Jones has always been known for scoring a lot of points and having a tough defense, and we're keeping that going right here.
So out of the timeout, it'll be 2nd and 10 from the Lions' 23-yard line, and they're on offense here. Tried to run a play, kind of a fake run, and then pass off almost a screen type, but it was incomplete. We'll see what they do here on 2nd and 10. Becker, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks right, fires this one out to the numbers, and that one is caught, and he will be drove down right at the sticks. Templeton, who made that touchdown catch, was out there on defense this time.
Yep, great open field tackle by Templeton. Good job by Carlos Hardiman coming down and helping out on the support.
I threw that one out to Adam Henke. He's listed as their tight end, so a bigger guy, but it was no problem for Mason Templeton. So now it's 3rd and 8, just short gain that time. 2 yards on the catch. It'll be 3rd and 8 here for Luther. Jones Longhorns defense trying to get it back to the offense. It's been good so far. Becker rolls out to the left. Tries to juke 2 defenders. Now he's on the run. Jukes another. Still going. He will be drove down by Luke DeBusk. Short of the line to gain. A nice run that time from Becker, but could not get to the sticks.
Yeah, didn't have much inside presence there. Inside pursuit. A.J. Rideau did a great job setting the edge, forcing the quarterback to pull up. We just have to do a better job inside of making sure he doesn't cut back inside like that. But stopped him, 4th down and about 4 or 5. That's where we want him.
So we'll see if they go for it. They went for it on their last time they had a 4th down and were able to get it. Looks like the offense still out here for 4th and 3.
Always dangerous when they've got their quarterback as a punter.
Yeah, they back off to punt now, and like you mentioned, it is Brody Becker punting. He'll boot this one away. Back to return. Hardiman, he calls for the fair catch and hauls it in right at about the 38 or 36-yard line.
It's something when you talk football, there's little things within the game that really matter, and one of them is punt return. You got to have a guy that'll go catch it, even if it's fair catch. Go catch it. If he doesn't, you don't want that ball rolling an additional 20 yards, 25 yards, because instead of having it at the 37 right here, 36, you'd have it at the 20 or the 15. So having someone that can go catch the ball is a big, big deal, and he did a very nice job of that.
This Jones Longhorns drive will start from the 37-yard line. Our last couple have started right around this spot and ended a long touchdown passes that were set up by good running earlier in the drive. And they will start with a run here. Clark going to the outside, now cuts back in and spins away. Still on his feet all the way to the 45-yard line. Tough running from Carroll Clark, and he's still fighting down there in the pile.
Jones didn't block that the best. Looked like an inside linebacker kind of come, fill the gap, but Kill did a great job bouncing out, getting additional 8 yards on it.
All the way up to the 45 for a 2nd and 2 here for Jones. They've had good running from him and Coda Harris, both able to kind of change paces with each of them. Clark able to bounce it outside a couple of times, and Harris, we know, can bulldozer over just about anybody.
Yeah, not very often you get a couple guys like that. It's a nice thing to have.
This time it's an empty set. Now here comes Pitts across the formation. He will break the first arm tackle, still on the run. Watch him go, trying to get to the corner, and he can't get there, but he is able to gain 4 or 5, and he was drove out of bounds by Luther that time.
Yeah, a little late tackle there on their sideline. That was a great play by Pitts, keeping it outside. Hasten Hansen made a great read. Defensive end comes flying at the mesh like that. Give it. Okay, and he did a great job of giving the ball to Pitts and letting him make a play.
Didn't quite get around the edge and get to see him track run all the way to the end zone, but he got plenty for the first down and then some. Nice run that time on a little sweep action. Resets the sticks for the Longhorns, 1st and 10 from the 47. That guy's got a lot of speed out there. That's Chase Pitts, 21, the receiver. He's at the bottom of your screen here. Harris in the backfield. Hansen fakes the handoff to him, looking left, fires this one up down the sideline, and it is just out of the reach of Carlos Hardiman.
Yep. I mean, we're running by him, so, we'll take that. That's fine. We'll hit the next one.
Well, when you're able to run that well, you can afford to take some shot plays when you know that if you don't get it, you can just hand it off and get yardage anyway.
Absolutely. Well, they're playing everything so short anyway. Like I was saying earlier, they're really mixing between a 4-4 cover 3 and then a 4-2-5 with maybe a little bit of cover 2, cover 4 look to it. But no matter what, we've got kids out there with some speed. They run really good routes, and they're getting behind them.
So Harris behind Hansen here. Hansen from the shotgun, high snap, able to handle it, gets it off to Harris, and he is met at the line. Was able to hold up there for a second. Wasn't just knocked down immediately, but a nice play there by the Lions defensive line.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. That's something where when you're blocking up front, you got to be able to feel that first level and see the second to make sure they don't come through like that. Looks like we'll take it to quarter.
That'll be the end of the first quarter. Jones Longhorns, a good first quarter. They're on top, 14-6, as we head to the second on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
You're watching Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're into the second quarter now. The second quarter brought to you by Bank First. They strive to meet each customer wherever they are or wherever they may be on their journey, working every day to earn the reputation as a financial partner that can be relied on. Yes, we embrace the convenience of modern technology, but we will never forget that Oklahoma's unique identity has always come from our people, the towns and cities we call home, the businesses we create, and the lifestyles we embrace. Our pledge is simple. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and loyal to you. Member FDIC, Bank First of Jones. That's the second quarter sponsor there. And after the first quarter, Jones Longhorns are on top, 14-6. A couple of nice touchdown passes for Mason Hansen. One to Creighton Jones and another long one to Mason Templeton.
Yeah, and I think both of those scores have been set up by great running. Being able to run the ball like they are has been able to set up a lot of nice throwing lanes and a lot of big-time throws. So credit to offensive line, credit to quarterback, credit to receivers and running back.
Clark out of the formation from the backfield So an empty set, they'll
Screen.
swing it to Creighton Jones on a screen, and he will get across the 40-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds near the first down marker. I think maybe just shy, but certainly right there.
Yeah, I think that was a great setup play. I thought their safety came down, made a good play. I thought a receiver out there made a good block. That's about what you want, about 8 to 9 yards. Now you have a decision to make, go for it or punt it, and it looks like we're going to go for it.
Well, this is just inches. By seeing where this ball is marked, literally just inches away from the first down marker. We'll see what they want to do with it. And it looks like they're going to take a timeout, and we will take it with them here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for
Who called
you,
it? Luther
with
did.
education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the
Yeah, we got
game.
to the ball kinda
Start
quick.
now
I
at
think it's
405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
If you're enjoying this football action, make sure you can get that and this and plenty more by downloading our apps. Just search the Oklahoma Sports Network on Apple or Android. Free to download, free to watch. 12 schools in the network plus OSN 1. 4th and 1 here, really just 4th and inches. Jones trying to get it. Hansen takes it. He'll keep it himself to the left side. Has blockers, and he will get the first down, and then is drove down by a couple of Lion defenders. But Hansen moves the sticks.
Yep, that's how you go get it. It doesn't matter if you get by an inch or 10 yards as long as you get it. Now you got a new set of downs.
A bit of a longer drive this time for Jones. Trying to move it down the field into Lions territory for a 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Harris in the backfield with Hansen. Hansen takes the snap. Keeps it, fires to Pitts on the right side. Jukes out one defender, made him fall to his knees, gets past the other. Now he pushes one all the way out of bounds, stays on his feet, but another big run that time after the catch for Chase Pitts.
Great read by Asen Hansen. Running counter into the boundary. Defensive end squeezed really, really hard. Asen pulls it, throws it out to Chase Pitts, and man, Chase Pitts, he's deadly with the ball. He knows how to run with it.
Boy, is he fun to watch when he gets the ball in his hands.
He is explosive,
Or
man.
just watch him run past corners.
Absolutely.
Too.
There's a reason why he's a state champ in long jump.
So now into the red zone are the Longhorns looking for their 3rd score in as many drives. Harris, the running back. A 3-receiver set plus Ellison, the big tight end. Hansen takes it, hands off Dakota Harris. He's spinning around, and he gets a few yards that time. A flag flies in.
Yeah, I have a feeling they may get us for a little hold here. Luther tried to plug every gap. They shot people in inside gaps and kind of put us in a bind right there.
So this one likely a hold, especially anytime you see it coming from the referee behind the play that time. It's usually a hold, but we'll see what they call this one. And it looks like they're going to wave off the penalty. So it'll be a 2 or 3 yard run that time for Dakota Harris, and that one will stand. Harris will stay in there as the running back with Hansen. Jones in the red zone. 11:24 left here in the second quarter. Hansen takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Harris. Now he'll take it himself to the outside on the right side, trying to get past the defender. He's drove out of bounds, able to pick up a few more and to make it 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, wasn't a clean handoff. Wasn't sure if we opened up the wrong way or running back went the wrong way, but luckily Asen was able to make something happen, get around the right end, and get us about 4 or 5 yards.
So the ball will be at the 6-yard line, and right around the 3 is the line to gain here. They'll call it, should be, I believe, 3rd down and 4. Hansen takes the snap, fires outside. That's Purvis. He'll try to get the edge, looking for the end zone, and he's in. Purvis shows off the wheels to get the edge into the pylon. 20-6, Jones.
Another explosive young guy we've got, just a sophomore kid that really is picking it up, doing a great job of making sure he's got the ball, catching it, and then getting upfield. And he's got some speed to him.
So Jones has their 3rd touchdown in as many drives. Offense doing exactly what they set out to do. And another touchdown pass for Asen Hansen. That one, though, more about the ability of Purvis to put on the wheels once he caught the ball. And another 2-point conversion as Hansen rolled out right and found Pitts. So now it's 22-6. Jones, they're rolling on offense. They'll be back to defense when we come back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
(22-6), Jones Longhorns lead. That one, a 63-yard, 10-play touchdown drive, caps off by a 6-yard catch and run by Hunter Purvis off the throw from Mason Hansen. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition, bringing you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town. A proud supporter of Jones Athletics. 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. Check us out on social media and stop in and say hi. Reyes boots this one away, and that one is fielded by Wilson. And he is brought down. Nice ankle grab that time. Looks like it'll be Cade Templeton that was able to get his hand on the ankles that time and make the tackle.
Hey, there we go. Another Templeton out there. Templeton plays quarterback, plays defensive back. Did a great job of keeping contained right there and making the play.
In addition to getting our apps on Apple and Android, you can also put us on your big screen at home or on your laptops or TVs with Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. We are on all of those. Free to download, free to watch. Just go to the search bar and search Oklahoma Sports Network. 12 schools in the network, including your very own Jones Longhorns, the brand new team to the network this year. Always looking to expand. Lots of great Oklahoma football on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Looking for outside run here, counter. And here it is. Oh.
Becker kept that one, and he will be dropped for either no gain, maybe even a loss of 1. The defense swarmed to the football that time.
Yeah, it looked like, a little bit of miscommunication between quarterback and running back there. And defensive line on the right side did a great job. Cruz Cranford blew up the left tackle and was able to get a little penetration and, make that play look a lot worse.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 34 for the Luther Lions. Scored a touchdown on their opening drive. Missed the extra point, and that's their 6 points. 22-6, Jones with the lead. 10:20 left here in the second quarter. Becker now will take the snap, fakes a handoff to right, lobs this one up on the left side, and that one falls to the turf, intended for Scannelly. Knocked over Hembry on the way to it.
That was good coverage by Hembry. They're seeing that they're getting a full house backfield, and so they're going to try to take shots deep, because a lot of times we're running, probably a cover 3 or a man situation with one high safety. So Luther's going to try to take some shots. Had good coverage.
Hembry, another young guy stepping up on this Jones defense. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. The Longhorn defense trying to get another stop here.
Watch for the bootleg here.
Becker fakes the handoff, tries to roll out. DeBuska's in his face, but he gets the pass off to Anderson, and he will have the first down and more, and then is drove down by Templeton from behind. But a big gain that time for Luther on third down.
What I'm saying, they're running the bootleg, and they're going to try to get it down to the drag. And you've got to have a flat defender out there. And sometimes it could be your Sam linebacker, could be a safety, could be a corner. Got to make sure someone's there in the flats to help take that away.
Nice play that time from Becker. Not panicking when he saw Luke DeBusk right there in his face. I know I would, but that's why I'm up here.
Yep.
DeBusk, a guy that can hit hard, but Becker stuck in there, made the pass, and then Anderson did the rest. First down and 10 from the 47, just across the 50 into the Longhorns territory. Becker fakes another handoff. He'll keep it himself, and he's up to about the 45-yard line and is tackled there.
Yeah, we're getting the push up front. We're getting some penetration, but we're just not making the play just yet. I expect us to make that play here in a couple plays.
So a decent first down run that time on a quarterback keeper for the Luther Lions. Gain of a couple. They'll mark it at 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line. 9 minutes now left here in the second quarter. Again, the second quarter brought to you by Bank First of Jones. Brody Becker fakes a handoff again. Now pitches this one to Scannell on the end around.
Great
and
job.
He is tackled for a loss. Templeton was not fooled. We've
Great
seen
job.
him on offense score a touchdown and a tackle for a loss that time.
I'm telling you, kid has football instincts now. He did a great job of punching that number 2 receiver off of him, keeping contained, and, man, making a great tackle right there. That's exactly what you want to see out of your Sam linebacker.
So after they got a positive gain on first down, they are now behind the sticks after a big-time tackle for loss there. It's 3rd and 12. They're able to get their last third down conversion. Jones trying to hold them here right at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, so a little bit of a different look. Looks like we're going kind of an odd front. We moved Cruz Cranford to inside linebacker. Get a little bit of pressure. Got some speed out on the ends with Chappie and AJ.
Becker back to pass, and he will be wrapped up in the backfield for a sack. It's Caleb Chappell.
That was awesome.
Got there in a hurry. Becker didn't have any chance to even look up and see his receivers.
Yeah, and they came from everywhere. You had both ends rushing hard upfield. You get those long distance situations like that. More times, it's either going to be a pass, screen, or a draw. Those ends came hauling off the edge and was able to make a great play.
I'll switch out the line group here and put some guys to be gunners in there, but it'll be Becker standing on the field to punt this one away for the Lions. And again, Carlos Hardiman, a guy with some good highlight tape. I'd like to see him get going on a run. We'll see if he gets a punt that he can try to return. He's back at the 20.
Yep, big thing is catch it, don't let it roll, especially when you get to this side of the field.
Becker boots this one away on a line drive. It'll hop a couple of times to Hardiman, and he'll try to take it. Has the edge, gets past to the 30, pulls over a defender across the 35-yard line. There is a flag on the play back near the 35.
Yeah. Oh, lights came on. Those look nice.
We'll see what the call is on this one and if they push this one back. A nice return that time from Hardiman. It looks like the penalty
Called a personal foul.
Was on Jones, so this one will be brought back, and that will negate the return from Hardiman. Did get to see some of those skills, though. Took it from about the 20 up to the 36 or 7-yard line, and a nice return. But instead, Jones will start their fourth drive from, looks like, the 27. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 27. First time they've not started a drive from the 35 or better, but still not terrible field position. They've scored on each drive so far with touchdown passes from Asen Hansen, one to Trayton Jones, one to Mason Templeton, and the last one to Hunter Purvis. 6:48 left here in the second quarter. Hansen Hands this one off and wrapped up in the backfield immediately. It looks like that's Cale Clark that got that carry, but good penetration that time from the Luther Lions defense.
Yeah, they looked like they had about 8 to 9 guys in the box right there. Tough to run against that. Luther, I think, is trying to dare Jones to try to throw a little bit more downfield, which, hey, we'll take it.
So a loss on first down that time. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Longhorns. Clark still in the backfield there. Ellison, the big tight end, he's over on the top of the screen in the slot. Hansen back to pass, looking left, now to the middle. He'll roll out right. Has room to run. He's got the first down, and he'll just step out of bounds and then look like a late hit there.
There we go.
The flag flies. So some extra yardage will be added on there for Jones after a nice run from Mason Hansen.
Yeah, he was a good couple yards out of bounds, and they got after him pretty good there on the sideline. Looks like everyone's all right.
It's good quarterback awareness on that play. He went through his reads quickly and then realized he just had to try to take it himself and had room on the right side, and he took it. And then he tried to do the right thing and step out of bounds there to save himself. But he got hit late, so that'll add on 15 yards for Jones. They've not moved the ball yet, and now they will. So that'll put Jones across the 50 now. So from their worst starting position of the 27-yard line and a negative play on first down, all of a sudden, they're across the 50. Just like that.
Yep. Good spot to be at.
The clock stopped after that penalty. It'll be, they went out of bounds anyway, but it's at 6:01 left here in the second quarter. And it's 1st and 10 for Jones. Cale Clark with a run, trying to get to the edge on the left side. He's got it across the 40, across the 45, and out of bounds.
Yeah, there's that speed. He almost got around the edge right there. They had just enough of an angle to get on him and push him out of bounds. But, man, good run by Cale Clark. Didn't have a whole lot. Like I said, they're stacking, trying to stop the run. He did a great job of getting outside and stopping that play.
So Clark with the speed that time, and now Harris, the power back in the backfield for Jones behind Hansen. Another 1st down and 10 from the 32-yard line. Jones driving again. Hansen takes a snap, looks right, steps up away from pressure. Flag flies. He spins around. He's still on his feet. Near the 1st down line, he makes another defender miss, reach down. Not sure if he quite got down to the 1st down marker, but he got at least 9 on that play. We'll see what the penalty is.
Yeah, good play. Good heads-up play. Man, he's got some quick feet.
He's able to sense that pressure, step up, and then put on the wheels and the spin moves.
Yeah, you'll always take a kid that'll make a football-savvy play like that and let his feet do the work. And, man, it's hard to stop him. It really is.
So see the penalty here, and it's going to be against Luther.
That makes sense. Where he was looking at, it looked like his receiver got pushed down or grabbed in the back, and that's what made him pull the ball down and then eventually run with it. So we'll take that call.
So that'll push the ball up to the 14-yard line in the red zone. All the Longhorns looking to score on their 4th consecutive drive to start this game. Harris on the left hip of Asen Hansen, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Hansen takes a snap, looks left, has Creighton Jones on a screenplay. He's across the 10, and he is brought down by 2 Lions defenders. He's right there about the 3-yard line.
Yep, so we're taking advantage of them. Up front, they're adding a bunch of extra hats, trying to stop the run. But we're going to spread them out horizontally, get the ball out on the edge, and let our receivers go make plays. And, man, they're doing a great job of catching and getting upfield. I mean, great job by Coach Hansen.
So Hansen now, the quarterback with Harris behind him. 1st and goal from the 3. Hansen takes the snap, hands off to Harris. He bulldozes over a defender, and he is in for the touchdown. This time via the run, it's Coda Harris another touchdown, 4 consecutive drives with a score for the Longhorns.
Yep, they had a linebacker sitting right there, and he bulldozed him, lowered that shoulder, and got in there. And, what a great run by Harris. And, to cap off that drive, great job by the receivers, catching the balls, getting upfield. Great job by Asen, getting the ball out, making the correct read. Really a great drive right there.
Longhorns have went for 2 each time. They've gone it the last couple of times after missing it on the first. This time looks like they're going to go for the extra point kick. That's Rojas. Jose Rojas will try for the extra point here. It's 28-6 Jones. And that kick is blocked at the line, so it'll remain that score. But Jones scores again, 28-6 with 5:20 left in the second quarter. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Jones is 4 of 4 on touchdown drives here in this game. The most recent started at the 27 and ended with a 3-yard touchdown run from Coda Harris. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition, bringing you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town. Proud supporter of Jones Athletics, 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. Check us out on social media and stop in and say hi. 28-6, Jones leads it with 5:20 here left in the second quarter. Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Rojas will kick this one away towards the left side, over the head of the defender. He'll
great kick.
Let that one roll into the end zone for a touchback. It looked like he was almost going to pick that one up right at the 5-yard line.
I wish he did, but that was a great kick by Jose. I mean, that's what you want, down the hash just like that, over the head, make them have to run back and try to catch it. It was awesome.
So the drive will start for the Luther Lions. They scored on their first touchdown drive, had a trick play involved there, some nice running. And since then, the Jones defense has been as stifling as we've expected, really. Yeah,
they've done a good job. When Luther hit that trick play, it's one of those things where you just got to tell yourself they can't do that the whole game. They've got to be able to sustain an offense. So that first drive kind of got that out of the way, and since then they haven't been able to do much.
Becker, the quarterback for the Lions, will take the snap, drops back to pass. It's pressure. It's a running back screen. And that's Anderson trying to make some guys miss, and he will be brought down. Finally, Trey Sturdivant in on that tackle. That one nearly blew up immediately. Anderson got some yards back, but still not quite back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there was a couple times I thought we were going to smoke them, and it seemed like we kind of missed on both tackles. Luckily, Trace was able to hang on and let the cavalry arrive and make the play.
Let's say he did get back to the line and a couple, so it's 2nd and 8 now from the 27 for the Lions. And interesting formation here. 3 guys in the backfield with the quarterback, 2 out wide, 1 on each side. This one's going to be a pitch outside to right, and the Jones defense right there again immediately this time. No doubt a tackle for loss.
Yeah, they kind of ran to the strength of our defense there. They pitched it weak and didn't really have much support on that weak side right there. And Mason Templeton able to set the edge and, put a little punishment on the running back.
So he's a great wide receiver. He's a great corner, and he can get involved in the run game as well.
Mm-hmm.
Templeton making his name known here early in this game 1 for Jones. So 3rd down and 10 now. back where they started at the 25. Scannell across the formation for the Lions. Becker fakes the handoff, rolls right, fires this one out to Henke, the tight end, and he will be wrapped up. Nice open field tackle that time from Carlos Hardiman for a short gain. It'll be 4th down.
You know, they hit that on us a little bit earlier, and I think our safety got kind of lost on the flat route, and right there he did a much better job of tracking that and coming downhill and making the play on the flat. You know, looking down there, number 24 corner, that's Derek Templeton, you know, freshman, playing alongside his brother, Mason Templeton, number 2, outside linebacker. And so it's kind of neat. You have quite a few brothers on this team, and it's kind of a neat deal seeing your corner and outside linebacker both being brothers.
A couple of neat notes like that. You know, you got a couple of Ellefsons on the roster, the DeBusk we talked about earlier. It was just something you really like to see in high school football as
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, what we saw earlier with Cade Templeton making a play on special teams. So
short punt this time, bounces in front of the 50, and that one will land right at about the 43-yard line. So really good starting field position here for Jones as they look to go 5 for 5 on touchdown drives. They're 4 for 4 so far.
Yeah, I think when you talk offensively, you want to be efficient. And one of the best ways to be efficient is scoring every drive, and Jones has been able to do that. So look for him to try to take maybe a couple shots here. You know, you got about 2.5 minutes left, 2 minutes, 43 seconds left, and look for him to take a couple shots. Look for him to try to run the ball a little bit. They still got, 2 timeouts. So we've got time. No need to rush or panic. Just go out there, do what you do, and we'll be just fine.
It's 28-6, Jones with a big lead with 2:43 left here in the second quarter. That second quarter brought to you by Bank First of Jones. So Hansen, the quarterback, back out there. He's got 3 touchdown passes already today in this first half. He's got Cal Clark in the backfield. Watch the wheels on him if he gets to the outside. Hansen takes the snap, looks right, has to roll out with pressure. Will fire deep down the field. He's got Chase Pitts. It's just out of his reach. That's a tough throw on the move. Just couldn't quite link up there.
Yep. I mean, good scramble drill right there. Had a little bit of pressure up inside. Asen rolled out, and Chase sprinted to the end zone. It's just a little outside of his reach, but, it's good heads-up play, good scramble drill by those two.
They couldn't quite link up there, but how about that arm strength, throwing off his back foot on the run from Mason Hansen?
Oh, yeah. Kid is very explosive, got quick feet, has a lot of explosive movements in his body, strong in his lower body, and helped him get that ball all the way down there to about the 5-yard line in the air. Pretty impressive.
So it's 2nd and 10 now for Jones from the 43-yard line in Luther territory. Hand off to Clark here. No, it's Hansen that keeps it and goes up the gut. Gains a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and about 8.
Looked really good there to start. We didn't do a very good job of sealing off the backside pursuit. That's something that they'll see on film here going into halftime, be able to correct and, talk to the guys about.
Well, after this week wraps up here, some games going on tonight on the network, some games tomorrow all across Oklahoma, and you can go and vote for the OSN Player of the Week online each week at oksportsnet.com. It features 3 of the best players from the entire state of Oklahoma. You can vote on that. Hansen drops back now, steps up, has room to run. Tries to juke out at one defender. He's dragging him across and gets drugged down, but he's got the first down.
Yeah, it looks like we got a penalty here. I think we had a hold here on the right side of our offensive line. And one of those things where, you start moving, you start running, start getting a little tired. It's tough to keep your feet moving the whole time. Just got to make sure we keep our feet underneath us and stay in front of the man.
So after what would have been a first down run for Asen Hansen, this one will be backed up for Jones after the holding penalty. So it'll be 3rd and long, and we'll see what they draw up here. We know that they've got some receivers that can put on the burners and take the top off the defense. This ball will be snapped from about right at the 50. Hansen drops back, slings it to Hardiman on the outside. He can't quite haul it in. He kind of fell and slid down. Got his hands on it, but that's a tough catch. He couldn't quite hold on.
Yeah, I had really good protection that time. Offensive line did a good job protecting on that left side. Brought a little pirate blitz. Asen It's a tough throw, tough catch. Almost connected on it, but looks like we're going to punt it away here with about 1:42.
So for the first time tonight, the Jones punting unit goes out. I guess it's unlikely that any team will score on every drive of the game, but had a good streak going for 4, and now they'll punt on their 5th drive after a penalty backs them up. But getting back to that OSN Player of the Week, we feature 3 players each week for you to vote on, and that had the best performance on Friday, or in this case Thursday nights. Brought to you by Trinity Restoration, the OSN Player of the Week. You can go and vote for that on the OKSportsNet.com. Going to have a penalty here. It looks like, was that a delayed game? They're trying to back it up a little bit, give their punter more room maybe?
Yeah, I think the combination of possibly wanting to back it up a little bit and possibly making sure that we got everyone out there that we need kind of contributed to that penalty.
So it just backs it up 5 more yards. Creighton Jones has a big boot on him. He's a multi-talented athlete. We've seen him on offense. He plays some defense. I've heard he's a very talented basketball player as well. And now you can see his ability to punt. Snap a little high, brings it down, and boots this one away. Back to return is Anderson. He catches it at about the 8-yard line. Brings it up. He's going to be brought down. Pitts was the first to make contact, and then Jones rallies to the ball short of the 20-yard line. Now there's some extracurricular going on, but now they'll break it up, and everything will be all right. Nice punt and some good special team coverage that time from Jones.
Yep, a couple of the kids that we talk about quite a bit, Creighton Jones being able to kick it. I mean, that's a great punt, And then one making the tackle, Mason Templeton. I mean, it seems like we call his name almost every single play, but he snapped the ball, ran all the way down there, smoked the returner, and was able to make the tackle at about the 17-yard line.
So Jones' defense been back out, or is back out there now. They've been stifling today. 1:31 left here in the second quarter. We'll see if Becker and the Lions can run a 2-minute drill here. And hands this one off to Wright. He's going around to the 20. He'll be brought down by Luke DeBusk. A short gain that time for Wright.
Yeah, big running back there for Luther. Tough to bring him down. Safety made a good job of fitting the alley, and he may have not brought him down, but he slowed him up just enough to allow everyone else to come make the play on him as well.
Clock continuing to run here. Nobody's calling a timeout. And clock will go under 1 minute now left here in the first half. Another heavy formation here for the Lions, and Becker will hand this one off. And immediate tackle that time in the backfield for Jones.
Great play by Trey Sturdivant. Defensive end did a really good job of forcing them to hand the ball off, and Tracy did a really good job of bringing his feet underneath them, tackling the ball carrier, and bringing them all the way to the ground.
Got a timeout this time, and we will take it with them. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes here with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network for Jones Longhorns football. You can find us on all social media platforms by searching for the Oklahoma Sports Network, where we are, wherever you live on social media. Like, share, and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, X, TikTok, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us online at oksportsnet.com. You can also go to oksportsnet.com and subscribe to our weekly newsletter to stay up to date on where we will be with the Oklahoma Sports Network and Oklahoma football here, and then eventually in the basketball season and all kind of sports. Don't want to miss out. 3rd and 9 here after Jones called that timeout. Becker looks to air this one out. Down the sideline has Anderson. It's out of his fingertips. Nice coverage that time. It's Derek Templeton, the freshman again, with blanket coverage.
That's why he plays. I mean, that was great coverage right there. Stayed in fades with the receiver, stayed on his hip. That was very nice by a freshman.
So that's why Jones had called the timeout. Now they got 29 seconds since 4th and 9. Looks like they'll get the ball back with a punt from Becker. And if it's short enough, you might be able to get something going with 29 seconds, try to air one out. I suppose that's the mindset behind calling that timeout that they did after their tackle for loss on 2nd down.
Yeah, the nice thing is you still got a timeout in the bank. The way we've been throwing the ball, man, I like our chances. I really do.
So Hardeman sets a return. He's on about the 49-yard line. I'm going to reset the play clock here for the Luther Lions, and it'll be Becker, their quarterback, does the punting for them as well. He's had a couple of good ones. His last one was a bit shorter. We'll see what he uncorks here with that right leg of his. Perfect snap. He boots this one away on a line. Hardeman will let it bounce. Comes up. He'll take it. Now he'll cut in towards the middle of the field. He's dragging bodies, and he's across the 40 and is eventually brought down right around the 39, 38-yard line.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to field it. Get the ball, try to get upfield. If he let that roll, they probably would have let that go down to about 14 seconds, and it probably would have ended up on our own 45. So good job of him going and getting it and going to try to get as much yardage as he can.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40 with 18 seconds left here in the first half. And like you mentioned, a timeout in the bank for Coach Kevin Witt and the Longhorns. We'll see what they try to draw up here. Maybe a couple of long plays trying to get another score before the end of the first half. Right now they lead 28-6 here towards the end of the first half. Hansen from the shotgun takes the snap, steps back, looking right, steps up across from pressure, now rolls out right, still looking, fires across the middle, has Creighton Jones, and he can't hang on. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now with 10 seconds left. Jones with a good scramble drill that time to run to the middle of the field and provide a target for Hansen, but couldn't haul in the pass. A lot of speed and size out there for Jones. Here on this near side, the left side of the formation, both Creighton Jones and Ellefson, 6'5" and 6'7" respectively. Instead, Hansen will sling it to the right side. He has Pitts spinning away near the first down marker. He'll be brought down, and there's about 6 seconds left, and very quickly, I believe Jones will take the timeout. And they will bring in the players with it, and we'll take that timeout with them. Come back for the big finish with 6 seconds left in the first half. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes back here with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network for Jones Longhorns football at Tim Wallace Stadium. It's been a great first half for the Longhorns. They lead 28-6 over the Luther Lions with 6 seconds left. And they're not done yet. They're trying to get one more in from the 40-yard line with 6 seconds left in the first half. Hansen from the shotgun takes the snap, drops back, lets this one go towards the left side. That one is going to be...
He caught it. He caught it.
Touchdown, Creighton Jones.
What a play. What a play.
A Hail Mary type play. It was 2-on-1 with Jones, and he wrestled it away from the two defenders. His second touchdown catch of the first half.
That's where that basketball background really pays off. Boxed out, went up. Heck of a grab. Was worried that they may, try to poke it out, but they did a great job of getting that ball and bringing it down.
It's now 34-6. Jones Longhorns, and that play went down as time expired, so they'll try for the extra point here, and then that'll be it for the first half. And this time, going out for the extra point, looks like that is number 19, Colson Lindsay. Snap pulled down. Lindsay boosts this one away. It's through for the extra point. What an end to the first half, and what a first half it was. The Jones Longhorns on top, 35-6. We'll be back for halftime on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network for Jones Longhorns football. Just about to start the second half. What a first half it was. Jones up 35-6, 4 passing touchdowns for Mason Hansen. 3 of them were all long yardage. One of them was a bit shorter that showed off a nice run after catch ability from Hunter Purvis. And then Coda Harris also got into the end zone via a run. It's 35-6, and that fourth touchdown pass was, as the clock expired at the end of the first half, really kind of a Hail Mary type, and Creighton Jones muscled one away in the end zone from a couple of defenders. So big-time offensive show so far for Jones. They'll look to add on. They'll kick this one away to Luther. They'll start the second half of the ball. So we're going to start the third quarter. And the third quarter is brought to you by Dave's Driving School. They work on the skills needed to pass the state driving test, focusing on drivers' attitudes, defensive driving, drinking and driving, road rage, and cell phone use while driving. We provide the basics of safe driving. 2025 South Air Depot in Midwest City, or by phone at 405-229-2302. Dave's Driving School, the sponsor of the third quarter that's just about to get underway, as Jones will boot it away to Luther with a 35-6 lead. Rojas lines this one on the sideline. That'll end up out of bounds, so the Lions drive will start at the 35.
Yeah, it looked like it came off a little funky off of his foot, went out of bounds, but that's all right. Looking back at the first half, I think you look at the scoring drives, and every one of those touchdowns came by throwing the ball, but I really think a lot of that was opened up by the running game. Especially early on, Jones was able to impose their will up front, ran the ball. I know Coach Vandifer, Coach Witt, Coach Wareheim, Coach Durrell, they all got to be pretty happy with how the offensive line was getting a good push. So we're going to see what they do in the second half to continue that.
I think you hit the nail on the head right there. They had such success running the ball, and Luther tried to come up in the box to try to stop it. They just had those speedy receivers take the top off for a lot of long touchdowns. They've played some really good defense as well, and that's where they're back here to start the second half on defense, Jones, that is. Becker, the quarterback for Luther, takes the snap, looks left, fires, and that one is going to be incomplete, but Templeton maybe there a little bit early, and a flag is thrown.
Yeah, tough call. He was there a little bit early, had good coverage, just needed to wait just a half second later, and, that wouldn't have been called. Looking at Jones' defense, kind of going more towards an odd front, a 3-4 look, whereas first half it was really heavy 4-2-5, so 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Switching some things up, giving Key for next week some things to look at when watching film.
You listen to a lot of college coaches, they talk about wanting the ability to do that on defense, to switch fronts and kind of go back and forth and show multiple looks, but you have to have the right kind of athletes to do that, and Jones appears to have plenty of star athletes on the defensive side that can help out the coordinators by switching up the looks.
Absolutely. Coach Steverson's done a great job with these guys on defense, along with Coach Miller, Coach Marinko, Coach Grantham, Coach Nesbitt.
Becker steps up away from pressure near the 50-yard line. He'll be tackled there. Gain of 5 will make it 2nd and 5 for the Lions.
Kind of like what we've seen with our offense. A little bit of pressure, quarterback gets out and is able to get, 6-7 yards up the middle. Good play by the quarterback. Linebackers getting in their drops and then having to come up makes it a little tough, but we'll keep playing.
Make sure you download our free apps. Free to download, free to watch on Apple and Android, on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Anywhere you want to find us, just go to the search bar, search Oklahoma Sports Network. As I mentioned, it's free to download and free to watch. 12 schools and OSN 1. Becker takes another snap, hands this one off, and the running back Bailey was tackled down in the backfield. Initial hit was from Wiley. He snuck away from that, but then Templeton able to clean it up.
Yeah, Dorian shot through there. Made that running back really jump out quick, and Mason Templeton set the edge really well, and didn't allow that running back to get any yards.
Saying Templeton's name a lot tonight on both sides of the ball. So it's 3rd down and 7 now for the Lions offense. Looks like they're trying to get set up here. Now they'll go to the line. Bailey on the left hip of Becker, the quarterback. Out of the shotgun. Trying to draw pressure off sides. It doesn't happen. Takes the snap. Rolls out to the right. Looks, has a man. And that was knocked out. A fumble. They dive on it. It's a dog pile. We'll see who has it. Either way, they'll be short of the line to gain on third down. DeBus comes up with it, but no signal yet. And the signal is that Luther keeps it, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down from the 50.
Yeah, I imagine, we'll see what they do here. Looks like they're going to bring in the punt team. Jones' defense has really done a good job of stopping Luther here. Haven't had very many pre-snap penalties since the first couple in the first half. Has done a good job of timing up. Defensive line has done a great job of getting off the ball. It looks like, the tradition of really good Jones defenses are continuing with this year's defense.
Becker punts this one away. Hardeman catches it on the line on the fly. He's to the 30 now. Stiff arms one defender up the sideline. He'll step out of bounds, but a nice return brings him up to the 36, and a late flag flies on the Jones sideline. Here comes another, and we're going to have to sort this one out. Those were all pretty much after the play was over. Looked like a Luther Lion got stuck on the sideline there, and multiple flags flew, and the referees will sort this one out and let us know. And after they do that, Jones will take the field. And again, that's after the play, so Jones will keep the football no matter what here. And they will have their first drive of the third quarter, brought to you by Dave's Driving School. They work on the skills needed to pass the state driving test, focusing on drivers' attitudes, defensive driving, drinking and driving, road rage, and cell phone use while driving. Will provide the basics of safe driving. 2025 South Air Depot in Midwest City, or by phone at 405-229-2302.
So it looks like they just applied the penalty to Luther here with personal foul.
Well, there were at least 3 different flags thrown, and it looked like there were different times. Maybe 2 of them offset, and then the third was on Luther. I'm not sure. It'll be Jones football nonetheless. We'll just have trying to see where they spot this one at. Hardeman had gone out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line before the extracurricular. And they will spot this one across the 50 on the Luther side of the field, and it'll be at the 51. Or the 49, rather, excuse me. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 49 of the Lions, and 9:14 left here in the third quarter as the Longhorns start their first second-half drive. This one out to Purvis. He's got plenty of room. He's across the 40 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, looking at numbers down there, you have a corner, then you got a safety 10 yards off, and Asen made a good decision getting the ball out there and letting his receivers go play.
They've got plenty of speed at the receiver position. We've seen multiple guys now showcase that. Referees having another discussion here at the middle of the field. See where they end up placing the ball after this lengthy conversation. And while they're talking about it, I'll remind you that you can go and subscribe to our weekly newsletter and stay up to date on where we will be. Find photos and a whole lot more. Free to subscribe at oksportsnet.com. So I hadn't seen a flag fly, but this one's going to be brought back. So something was against Jones there, as this one's going to bring them all the way back to their own 41-yard line. So that play started at the Luther 49, ended at about the Luther 40, but after a penalty, it's going to be all the way back to the Jones 41. And it'll be first down again, and it'll be 1st and 20. So a lot of chippiness here to start off the second half between these two teams in a game where Jones leads 35-6 with 9:06 left here in the third quarter.
Yep.
Clark and Hansen in the backfield. Hansen takes the snap, hands off to Clark. He's got room. Has a big hole, now cuts it back inside. and he's brought down near the Luther 45-yard line. And now another late flag flying. This one back at the 34-yard line on the Luther side. We'll see what this one's about. And this one's going to be against Luther. So penalties are ping-ponging this ball back and forth. Well, this will get it well into Luther territory, I believe, if it's added on to the end of the play. So they're moving the ball up again. Now it's all the way up to the 30-yard line of Luther. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Longhorns from there.
I still anticipate Jones, taking advantage of this down here on the bottom. You got one cornerback really covering 2 receivers with a safety playing so deep.
Hansen keeps it himself, has blockers in front of him, goes around the corner to the 15-yard line and out of bounds. Showed off good patience that time and helped by blockers with Creighton Jones was there setting blocks.
Luther's kind of caught in a bind here. They have a decision to make. They can bring a safety down to help out, to stop those little short routes, little short, nows and bubbles, or they can stay, too high. If you stay too high, we're going to hit you with the short stuff. If you bring a safety down, we're going to throw it over the top of you. So they've got to figure out what poison they want to take here.
Jones into the red zone again, up 35-6, looking to add on in their first drive of the second half.
And there's a safety.
Hansen keeps this one up the gut, has room across the 10 up to the 5-yard line. Looked like a designed QB run that time, and he had plenty of holes with the blockers. His offensive line, you got to give a lot of credit to them. Great running ability from Harris, Clark, and Hansen, but the O-line is making it a little bit easier for him.
Yeah, as an O-line guy, seeing that stuff, makes me extremely happy. Last week seeing some funky stuff, I think kind of confused us a little bit up front, and then this week I know those guys really got after it and doing well tonight.
2nd and 1 from the 5. Hansen takes it, hands off to the big man Harris, and he rumbles up to the 3 or the 2. I don't know. I believe we'll give him the first down. It should be 1st and goal. So Harris, the big guy, got the carry that time. He has a touchdown earlier in this game. That was the 4th score of the day for the Longhorns. They lead 35-6, 7:50 left here in the third quarter. It is 1st and goal from the 3. Hansen with Harris behind him. Takes the snap, hands off. Harris up the middle, pushing, and he's all the way into the end zone. 2nd touchdown of the day for Coda Harris.
Tough to bring him down. 235 pounds. You're meeting in the hole, and not very many people's going to win that battle. Good job by Harris, and that whole drive. Good job by the offensive line. I thought they did a nice job of blocking up front. Asen had really good decisions, getting the ball out to the receivers and letting them run.
So that caps off a long drive with some penalties bouncing back and forth, but a 3-yard touchdown run for Coda Harris makes it 41-6 Jones. And that scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition, bringing you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town. Proud supporter of Jones Athletics. 9244 Iwasi Suite 400. Check us out on social media and stop in and say hi. Jones Nutrition. Looks like a called timeout there before the extra point. We'll take it with him. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
For a second, I thought you
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Zach Reynolds, Coach Grant Haynes with you. Jones Longhorns up 41-6 with 7:36 left in the third quarter after the touchdown run from Coda Harris. And after they initially looked like they were going to line up for an extra point kick, they're going to go for two here. Hanson, the quarterback, with Harris on his left hip. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff to Harris, throws it out to Creighton Jones. He hauls it in.
What a catch.
6'5" frame, able to haul that one in for the 2 points. Yeah, it's 43-6. Jones Longhorns, they are rolling. And they're not done yet. It's still early. Third quarter, 7:36 left, a 43-6 lead for the Longhorns. We'll be back after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
You're watching Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And if you've been watching, you've watched a good one. If you're a Longhorns fan, it's 43-6. Here with 7:36 left in the third quarter. Offense has been firing on all cylinders. A couple of touchdown runs, 4 touchdown passes. They've only had one drive where they had to punt. Rojas boots this one away. And this one is a muffed kick. That's all the way back short of the 5. Picked up by Wilson. Trying to jump around, cuts around one defender and is brought down hard at about the 12 of the 13-yard line. Tough starting field position after some confusion between the two kick returners. Both went for the ball that time and hit off both of their hands. Good job by Wilson to make something out of it instead of giving up a safety or anything like that. But it'll be a tough drive here for the Lions.
No doubt. I think one important thing that, when watching this, being up 43-6, is making sure our boys don't lose their composure. Luther's frustrated. Rivalry game, and you're down 43-6. It may start to get chippy. Big thing is just making sure our boys, are smart and not letting them get in our head and, do anything that they shouldn't do.
So they're still trying to figure out something on the line for the Lions, and quarterback Becker trying to shuffle around information to the offensive line, and now they'll get set here. Another one of those heavy formations, big guy right in the backfield. I have a fullback ahead for him as well. Becker takes the snap, drops back to pass out of a run look, fires to the left side, and that one is nearly picked off. It's dropped. Henbury jumped the route but couldn't hold on. Nice awareness that time and a good play, and the ball just couldn't bring it in with the hands. He might have had 6 if he did.
Man, it's really good seeing Walker Henbury out there at corner. A kid, a senior, had some, knee issues in the spring, really good basketball player. Really explosive. He's one of those kids, you see him at workouts and he's over there benching 225 like it's nothing as he's weighing 180 pounds. And you're just like, golly, that kid, he's going to do something. He's really done a nice job at corner for the defense.
So 2nd and 10 now from the 12-yard line. 7:21 left here in the third quarter. Becker hands off to right. Jump cut back to the middle, and he's got a nice run that time. Gets back to the line of scrimmage plus a couple. Could have been nothing, and he made a jump cut back to the inside and gained a couple.
Yeah, running back stayed patient. And defensive line, we had a little twist up front, and he stayed patient, allowed that twist to kind of go around him, and he was able to hit up in there for about 4 or 5 yards.
So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 18 for Luther. Jones Longhorns defense trying to do what they've done all day and just maintain consistent and give the ball back to their on-fire offense. Becker out of the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to right, has pressure, moves to the right, and he's just going to have to throw this one away. Pressured that time by Cruz Cranford.
Yep, I think defense has got it pretty dialed in as far as understanding what's going on. Looks like we got a helmet here.
We got a flag on the far away from where the play had happened. We'll go and sort that one out. The flag net back near the 10-yard line, but more towards the middle of the field where the play had happened here on the left side, on the near side. Or right, rather, excuse me. As it stands, it's another 3rd down stop for the Jones Longhorns. We'll see if the penalty changes that at all. While the referees are talking that over, I'll remind you that after this week of football is concluded, and after each week, you can go to oksportsnet.com and vote on the Player of the Week. The OSN Player of the Week brought to you by Trinity Restoration. They feature 3 players each week that had the best Friday nights from all over the state. And you can vote on who was the Player of the Week on oksportsnet.com. So they're talking about the penalty here, and it looks like it was against Luther, especially based on the reaction of the crowd. It appeared to be against Luther.
Yeah, it looked like the possible ejection. Possible ejection against one of their guys. Looked like he threw the helmet after the play. That may have been what they got it for. So we'll see.
Well, you can understand where Luther is frustrated in a game like this, where the Longhorns have been dominant the entire time. Luther scored on their first touchdown drive, had a really nice trick play that they drew up that went about 60 yards, and then after that some good running got them into the end zone. But since then, the Jones defense has been pretty disciplined against the run, and we know about the good corner and safety play they have against the pass.
Mm-hmm. No, Jones defensive line's done a good job. They've mixed up some things up front, done some twists, done some stunts. Linebackers have been extremely active. The nice thing, and it's been really good to see, is our defensive backs haven't fallen asleep. You know, when a team runs consistently, you know they're going to try to get you over the top with a pass play. And, you know, our corners, Walker, Derek, our safeties have really done a nice job. Drew Thomas, Jet Bybee, Carlos Hardiman, those guys have not fallen asleep. They've still been able to fit in on the run and, you know, kept everything in front of them, and that's what you want to see.
So with the penalty, they'll be backed up to the 6-yard line. Looks like they'll the scoreboard right now has them replaying 3rd down, so it'll be 3rd and 17. So the O-line to the football here for the Lions as they look to pull off a big play here, or at least get a chunk of it back, and we're going to have a delay of game, and that will move them back a little bit more.
Been a pretty long little stretch of defense right here.
And they've done everything right.
Yeah.
So back them up a couple of more yards. Half the distance to the goal. That'll put them to 3. Going to make it 3rd and 20.
You know, like what we've talked about before, keep everything in front of you. Rally to the football. They've got to get about 20 yards. Don't fall asleep on anything.
In the end zone, Becker is met. He's trying to scramble away, but he'll be down for a safety.
Should be a safety, they call it. They got it.
They
Safety.
Do.
Great
the Jones
play.
defense getting involved in the scoring this time. It's now 45-6.
Great job. Trey Sturdivant on the blitz. You know, the whole pocket was collapsing in on them. Had a little blitz on both sides. Defensive linemen were getting pressure. Linebackers got pressure and kept the pursuit on the whole time and did not stop. That's how you're supposed to play defense right there. Great job.
Becker tried to step up away, but he got tracked down from behind by a number of Longhorns. And like you said, I mean, it was immediately the pocket collapsed in that situation.
Yeah.
Probably any one of those defensive linemen could have had a chance at that safety.
Oh, no doubt. And as a as a defensive coordinator, when you see it collapsing like that, man, it makes you happy. And I know Coach Steverson was extremely pumped up. Head coach, Coach Witt, he's excited. Whole defensive staff. That's something great to be proud of right there, is getting a safety.
We will step away for a moment and be back with the kick from the safety on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So after the safety, the Longhorns will get the football. They lead 45-6 with 6:20 left here in the third quarter. And now the offense that has been so dynamite today and tonight is going to get another chance and potentially another good starting position. And usually get on these kind of situations. It's a tough kick. It's not a kickoff. It's not a punt. You just kind of got to do your best to get it away. We'll see what kind of field position Jones ends up with. And a little squibber here, and that one will be dove on and secured. That's going to be at about the 34 or so yard line for Jones. I'm going to call it to 33. So really, really good field position here. They'll start from the 33 in Luther territory.
Great heads-up play right there on the front line. It looked like it was Jose Taylor that was able to jump on that ball using his baseball skills to track it and get on it and give us the ball at the 32-yard line. So good job to Jose.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 32. Asen Hansen back out there. What a night he has had already for Jones. 4 touchdown passes and just a ton of yards through the air and on the ground. He's been doing it all. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. We'll take it with him. 45-6, Jones leads on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
You're watching Jones football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Zach Reynolds, and alongside me is Coach Grant Haynes. And it's been a fun day to be a Longhorns fan so far. They're up 45-6 and back on offense in good field position here.
Absolutely. There's always things to fix, though. When we come back out here, look to see what we can get better at. Up front, making sure we can get off on linebackers and drive our defensive linemen back.
Asen Hansen will take the snap and pulls it from the running back and has Chase Pitts trying to spin away from a defender after the catch, and it takes 2 or 3 Lions to bring him out of bounds. He is, we talk about his speed so much, but he's really physical too.
He really is, and Chase is one of those guys that we've known he's had the speed for quite some time, and you look at him and he is ripped up. He's been ripped up since he was a 7th grader, but man, really in the last year and a half to 2 years, he's really brought on that sure hand capability where he catches almost everything around him. And like what you just said, it's hard to bring him down.
After that pitching catch with Hansen and Pitts, it's 2nd and 3, so a nice 7-yard gain there. Hansen hands off to Clark. He goes to the outside now, spins back in, loses the ball, but Hansen, the quarterback with the awareness, dives back on it right at the 25.
Lucky right there. Good heads-up play by Asen. Looking at that play, Cale probably could have kept it inside a little bit more. He kind of bounced it out. took it to what we call the nickel or the outside linebacker, and kind of got him a little bit of a bind, but that's all right. He'll bounce back on this play right here.
So Hansen was able to immediately jump on that ball, and it's right where the line of scrimmage was, so they don't lose any yardage. They don't gain any either. It's 3rd and 3 from the 25. An empty set. Hansen takes it, looks right, now rolls out that way, has room, and he'll get the easy first down and step out of bounds, but there's a flag thrown in the backfield. See if this is holding. You see the sportsmanship here. Also, there's a lion down with it looks like a cramp, and Ellison just goes to him and tries to help him stretch it out. You like to see that kind of leadership from a senior like Riley Ellison.
Oh, yeah. He's been there, too. He knows how those cramps feel, so good on Riley for helping out.
I think everybody's experienced a cramp. They don't feel good.
Oh, no.
They don't feel good, but a little good to see the line defender there. He's walking on, even if a limp, he's walking underneath his own power, so I'd like to see that. It looks like that was a hold on Jones. They'll back this one up. So the second time we've seen today where it was 3rd and short, Asen Hansen runs for a first down, just steps out of bounds. Nice and easy, but it was brought back by a hold.
Yeah, as an offensive lineman, you're taught to hold, and, just kind of one of those things.
Hansen looking back to pass now, has to escape with pressure on the run. Up the middle, jukes out of the defender, is knocked down, but he's got the first down. Had to work a little bit harder for it that time on 3rd down, but got it anyway. So.
Yeah, in that situation, especially being up 45-6, you'd like to see him slide, kind of take care of himself there. You don't want him putting himself in any bad situation, so that's a good teachable moment.
Just like that, he'll step out, and now Cash Marinko will step in, looks like play quarterback, at least for a little bit here, or if not for the remainder of the game. But Asen Hansen's, he's earned a rest if he needs it, because he's had a heck of a game.
Oh, he's had a really good game. I think he's done a good job with his decision-making. This is his second career start at quarterback. Started last year, but this is a great test for him. Looks like a delay game.
Going to be a delay of game on Cash Marinko. Didn't quite get the snap off. They'll back it up 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15.
But back on Ace, this is good for him to get this underneath him, get confidence, being able to lead the offense because, that changes every year. And so being able to lead these guys has been a big deal for him.
Marinko keeps it himself up the middle. He takes a big hit but holds on to the football. Across the 20-yard line. Got back the penalty yardage lost and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he took a pretty good lick right there. It's one of those things. Standing, when he was running, he's kind of standing up, was able to kind of get popped underneath his chin a little bit. Like to see him lower his pad level just a little bit so he can kind of protect himself.
So he got the penalty yardage +1. It'll be 2nd and 9 now after a 6-yard run there from Marinko. This time he'll step back to pass. Fires right, has Pitts wide open at the 10. He's across and into the end zone. Chase Pitts, touchdown Jones.
Great ball. As you saw right there, Cash Marinko, he can spin it too. The tradition of Jones quarterbacks being able to throw continues. You have Asen, you have Cash. We've got some young guys that can spin as well. Very good catch, very good throw. Good job by the offensive line giving them some time. Very nice play right there.
So Cash Marinko with a touchdown pass now and Pitts into the end zone as a receiver. He deserves that. He's made a lot of good plays in this game and gets a touchdown added to his stats as well. Lindsey on for the extra point. Snap down, hold good. Extra point, booted and no good. It'll be 51-6. Jones still firing on all cylinders and Cash Marinko getting involved. Pitts the touchdown. It's 51-6, 3:37 left here in the third quarter. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds and Coach Grant Haynes back here with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network for Jones Longhorns football. They lead 51-6 after an 18-yard touchdown to Chase Pitts that capped off a drive that started at the 32. That scoring recap brought to you by Jones Nutrition, bringing you the best smoothies and energizing drinks in town. Proud supporters of Jones Athletics. 9244 Hiawassee Suite 400. Check us out on social media and stop in and say hi. Rojas kicks this one away down the middle. Caught at the 30-yard line by Wilson. He'll try for a return. Going to the outside. He's at the 30.
Contained.
Has the edge up to the 35 and is brought down around the 36, 37-yard line. A nice return for Austin Wilson. And a late flag flies over near the Lions sideline. We'll have to see which team this is on. As they talk this one over, Coach Haynes, that's kind of look forward as Jones, we'd like to think well on their way to a victory here, 51-6 late in the third quarter. Looking ahead to next week, they have their first game on the road at Kiefer.
Yep, going to be a tough game. I've said previously, we met them in the quarterfinals a couple years ago, and well coached, tough offense to try to stop. Defensively, they play really hard, have high character kids with high motors. It's going to be a really tough test for us. It's going to be a game. It's going to be at Kiefer, so that'll be our first road game, and I think it's going to be a tough first road game. So looking forward to it. I know the coaches will have these boys ready in practice. The nice thing about having a Thursday game this week means you get to watch Kiefer play tomorrow. So being able to watch them tomorrow and kind of scout it out and then meet again this weekend will help get a little bit of understanding of Kiefer and know what to expect next Friday.
We'll have that for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network and all of the Jones Longhorns game this season, their inaugural season on the network, and I am proud and honored to bring that to you here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and it's off to a great start. They lead 51-6 with 3:28 left here in the third quarter against the Luther Lions in their home opener, and that penalty appears to have been against Jones as the ball is moved up to the 50-yard line, and that's where Luther will start their drive. Henke across the formation now, more of a natural tight end spot. This one's handing off to Bailey on the outside, trying to get around defenders, but he's going to be tackled for a loss. Again, that Jones defense, somebody gets there and slows them down, and then the cavalry comes.
Yeah, nice play by Eli DeBusk, going out there and forcing the ball carrier back inside where his help is. Good job by freshman, man. That's awesome.
That was one of my key things, fun stories I wrote down in doing preparation for this game is just, the DeBusk brothers, Eli and Luke, both out there getting a chance to play on defense. We saw Eli make a big special teams tackle early in this game as well. So it'll be 2nd and 12 now after a loss of 2 on that play. Here's a handoff, and this one's to the edge around across the 50. Now across the 40, he's got a first down and is brought down. Chased down that time by Colin Alexander.
Yeah, we had, we looked good at the start. We kind of buried ourselves in on a block, allowed the running back to get outside. We've got a lot of young guys out there playing right now, and they've done a really nice job. Big thing is, learn from the mistakes, go out there and keep playing.
Seeing some younger guys, as you mentioned, get in there like Alexander on that play, but still some starters out there. DeBusk in the middle alongside Eli, and then still got Dorian Wiley down there on the line. We know how disruptive he can be. 2:10 left here in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10. Becker takes the snap and hands this one off to Bailey around the edge. He's got a big hole across the 30. Puts his head down and trucks to about the 25.
Yeah, gave up contain again. We went up there, took on a block, and, kind of lost contain. Running back was able to get outside. Safety's got to come up, make a play from about 8 yards, and, got to be able to come up.
So Becker on the move here. They're into Jones territory. Haven't been able to say that a whole lot today, but a couple of nice runs in a row, and they're on the move just outside the red zone. They're at the 25. Becker, the quarterback. Another heavy run formation, it looks like here. He fakes the handoff, looks outside on a slant, has a man, it's caught, and he's wrapped up immediately by the Jones defender, but a nice play that time. It's going to be a first down and a late flag again.
Yep. Kind of like what we saw earlier, our defense stopping the run, getting in a 4-4, trying to stop any outside run or inside run, and Luther took it, tried to run a little, what we call a glance route, a little bit deeper slant, was able to make a play on it.
That was Bo Browning on the catch. So it was a first down throw and catch, but it might be coming back here on the late penalty. And it is a personal foul on the Lions, so this one will come back. I believe they could still get the first down. If it's after the play, right, they still get the first down. They just don't get the yardage.
Right.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for them, but it's going to come all the way back to about the previous spot, right around the 25. Make it the 26, 27 there. But that play really kind of deleted, but they do get the fresh sticks. So it'll be 1st and 10. Referee's still talking this one over. A reminder to download our apps. They're free to download, free to watch. Apple and Android, Amazon, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Just go in and search the Oklahoma Sports Network, and you can watch Jones football. You can watch a number of schools, 12 schools in the network, and a lot of sports action. Becker hands this one off, and it's a tackle for loss. The ball's loose. I believe he was down by contact anyway, and a big play that time from Jesse Harwell.
Yep. Jesse, explosive player as well. One of those kids that gets off the ball very fast, very disruptive, able to get back there and disrupt that play.
Under a minute now left in the third quarter, 50 seconds and counting. And it's going to be a long second down play here for Luther after a nice tackle from loss. From a guy getting in there with more reps and in a game that Jones has in control. And he's showing that maybe he can get out there a little bit more next time. Making big plays, got to take advantage.
Yep.
So it'll be 2nd and 17 from the 32. Becker's still out there for the Lions. Quick snap, tried to get it off. He'll look to throw over the middle, and that one is caught. Trying to get the edge across the 20 to the 25 and drove out of bounds. A nice play that time from the Lions. They're getting the passing game going a little bit here.
Yeah, kind of a weird sequence there. They were rushing, trying to snap the ball. We were rushing, trying to line up to their alignment, and they caught us.
So into the red zone now for the first time since their first drive. They scored a touchdown on that drive. Jones had put up zeros since. Even actually put up 2 points for themselves with a safety early in the third quarter. But here, the Lions a chance to score for the first time since their first drive. Looks like going to have a timeout called, and we'll take it with him. 51-6. Jones leads it. We'll be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your...
We're watching Jones Longhorns football on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Zach Reynolds. Alongside me is Coach Grant Haynes. The Longhorns up 51-6 over the Luther Lions with 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. But the Lions in the red zone here for the second time today, first time since their first drive. They're at the 13-yard line with a first down and 10.
Yeah, we'll see if we can hold them out here. This would be a great stop for our young guys. A lot of freshmen out there, a couple of sophomores, one or two upperclassmen that getting a lot of playing time, so this would be a great stop.
Becker, the quarterback in the backfield for the Lions, switching around the formation. Becker takes it and hands it off, and spin around is Anderson. He will be pushed back, though. Might have got a couple with forward progress, but eventually Jones rallied to the ball.
Yep, that'll be the quarter right there.
That'll do it for the third quarter. Put your fours up. We're in the fourth quarter with Jones on top, 51-6, and you're watching it on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network, Jones Longhorns up 51-6 as we enter the fourth quarter. Had a great day. They've scored a ton. Creighton Jones has a couple of touchdown catches. Asen Hansen threw 4 of them. Cash Marinko threw 1 as well. That's Jones with touchdown catches. Templeton has a touchdown catch, as does Purvis. And then Coda Harris a couple of short runs in for touchdowns himself. And the defense even got a safety there towards the beginning of the third quarter, so they're scoring in every way possible.
Yeah, doing a good job on both sides. Special teams done a nice job. We've been able to get every punt, been able to get quite a few yards off of it. Kickoff has pinned them deep, got a touchback. Kickoff return's done a nice job, so really good job on all 3 phases.
Becker's still out there to start the fourth quarter for the Lions. They're in the red zone. He'll roll out right. Looking is pressured. Good. Trying to spin away, but he will be brought down or stopped at least the momentum of him for the sack.
Very nice job. I believe that was Trip Rogers that came up on the pressure, set the edge. Very nice job by Trip. Quarterback, he would have kept on rolling out. Trip made him pull up, try to throw it, but no one was open. Very nice.
So that will back them up big time here as it's third down now. And 19. They can reset the sticks before getting before getting to the end zone. They'd have to get it to the 4-yard line for a first down. Third and 19 from the 23. We'll see what kind of play call they draw up here. They don't have to get it all back on one play, I suppose.
Yeah, it's going to be a delay game.
And so that'll make it third a little bit longer for the Lions. Move it back to the 28-yard line and make it third and 24. Bailey, the running back, on the right hip of Becker, the QB for the Lions. Two receivers to the right, one to the left here at the bottom of the screen. Becker fakes the handoff to Bailey, throws it to the right, and that one is going to be out of reach, but there's going to be pass interference against Jones.
Did a good job running with them. We just kind of started pushing and pulling on them a little late, and unfortunately was knocking them down, and they're going to call that almost every time.
Looks like that is Rojas out there in coverage. And that's going to come with the territory. You get young guys on the field. Some things like that will happen. Everything in sports is a learning moment.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's what's good about getting, especially a lot of these young guys in on defense right here. This is a lot of film you're going to be able to evaluate, watch, and coach up this weekend. And this is stuff that those kids need to see. Yes, you have practice film, but game and practice is totally different. It really is. And so being able to get these guys on there and watch what they do and see what they need to correct is a big, big deal.
Great crowd, by the way, on here. Just wanted to mention that one more time. And they're sticking through it, Jones, and credit to Luther's side as well. They're down here 51-6, but their fans still here in plenty. And just a great environment for the first game of high school football this season. Happy to have it for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Becker fakes the handoff, and he is immediately wrapped up. That is Harwell again holding on to his ankle, and they'll blow it dead. How about Jesse Harwell on this drive? A tackle for loss, and right there, a sack.
Yep. To be honest with you, they're playing right into his hand. He's an extremely quick get-off kind of guy. If you do anything that tries to get outside, he's going to sniff it out. If you try to boot, he's going to sniff it out. That plays right into what he wants.
Listed at 6'4", 190. That's a good frame that you can use on the defensive end right there.
He is. He's gained probably about 20, 25 pounds since last season, so he's really done a nice job.
So fourth and forever, as they say. This one backed up farther. Go for it. Becker looks to the right, has a man. He will gain some yardage. That's Anderson, but he will be drove down by 3 or 4 Longhorns, well short of the line to game, and that'll turn it back over to the Jones offense.
Yeah, that's a good job of rallying to the football and going and finishing the tackle. That's what you need. Can't let them get behind you. Let them throw it in front, rally, let the troops come and get them.
So I'll be interested to see what the offense looks like this time around for the Longhorns. They threw out Cash Marinko there at the end of their last drive. They're back in the third quarter. He went in there and had to delay a game, and then right on the next play, threw a touchdown pass to Chase Pitts.
Absolutely. Well, and you're going to see Trip Rogers here at running back as well. Just got done playing linebacker. The beautiful thing is up front, you don't have a whole lot of old guys. A lot of those guys that started, they're young guys. And so they need these reps. This is going to be really good for them to get those reps.
And a sack that time is some miscommunication there. Marinko went to handoff left, and Rogers went to right. And so Marinko got sacked that time.
And that's one of those coachable moments we talk about. You'll see it tomorrow morning. Coach will point it out to you for sure.
So Marinko and Rogers in the backfield as the QB running back combo. Still some players with experience at wide receiver for the Longhorns here. Second and 16 rather from the 14. This one's handoff to Rogers. He bounces off one guy and he is brought down, but gets up to the 20. They had some initial contact there, bounced it outside, and gained extra yardage. You'd like to see that.
Yeah, I think something that you're noticing from a lot of our running backs is, man, they run extremely hard. Rogers is no exception to that. He gets the ball and did a great job of pressing the line of scrimmage, and nothing's there, bouncing it out, and it's tough to bring him down. So you really have 3 kids that you can rely on to run the rock.
So that'll make it third down and long, but to get nearly back to the original line of scrimmage, I think a little bit short, 3rd and 11 or so. Marinko drops back to pass, looking left, fires left. That one is caught. It'll be short of the first down, and a hard tackle that time by Wilson out there, and on the catch It was Montemayor.
Yeah, good catch by Jake. I believe that was Jake. Was that 80?
I believe so,
Yep,
yeah.
that was 80. That was a good catch by Jake. Good break on the ball, got the hands on it. Got tackled pretty hard. Way to hold on to that football.
So it'll be 4th and 6, and it looks like Jones will punt this one away. I mean, even the special teams has got to get some game action in there. They had one punt earlier, and Creighton Jones had a boomer of a punt. Went really well for Jones earlier. We'll see what he does this time. Low snap, but he handles it and boots this one away across the 50.
Oh,
and takes a bounce, and it'll have to be laid down on by the Lions, but another really good punt. He booted that one away from around his own 10, and it ends across the 50. That's around the 41, 42. So big-time leg from Creighton Jones. We know that, but it's fun to see it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He's, like I said, long-legged, can hit it really well. And I know Cash Marinko, I know he can punt as well. That may have been Cash on the punt, but I think I couldn't tell if it was Creighton or Cash. They both have similar builds, both kind of long, strong-legged kids. That was a great punt.
So the Lions back with the football here. 5:20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 51-6 lead for the Jones Longhorns. And Becker takes a snap, hands off to his running back, and he is tackled for a loss, wrapped up in the backfield. And there's Eli DeBusk, and a late flag here. Some frustration. That time it looked like, I believe, from the Luther side. But another big-time tackle there for Eli DeBusk.
Yep, great reps for him.
You see all that tape of Luke DeBusk just hitting people so hard, and you think, oh, once he graduates, you'll be okay. No, actually, here comes my little brother. He hits just as hard.
Yep, and, kind of different body builds. Luke, he's always been, very stocky, broad-shouldered, very strong upper body-wise and lower body-wise. And Eli comes in a little bit longer, lankier, extremely explosive, extremely smart, kind of has a knack of finding the football. And you're seeing that now. Does a good job of playing inside out from the inside linebacker position and tracking the football down.
Got a tackle for loss there, and then a penalty sets back the Lions offense even more. 2nd and long here. Becker takes a snap and hands off to Bailey, and he is immediately brought down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage that time, but not much more than that. So these Longhorns, kind of secondary players, the younger guys getting in there, and they're doing their job against what seems to be still mostly starters for Luther. So that can be encouraging for the Longhorns defense.
No doubt.
Depth is important, maybe in football more than any other sport.
Oh, yeah, because you see it in the NFL, you see it in college. You have an injury, and it can really derail a couple things you want to do. High school is no different.
Becker will hand this one off again, and another tackle for loss. And who else but Eli DeBusk right back there in the backfield.
Very nice. Very nice. Eli's done a very good job of eye discipline. As a linebacker, you have certain keys, whether it's guards or H-back, running back, and you got to read them. And if you read them correctly, they'll take you to the play. If you don't read them, you're just out there running around. And so he's done a very nice job of reading his keys, getting to the football.
Clock continues to tick. It's under 3.5 minutes now. 3:25 left here in this game. 51-6 lead for Jones, and they're about to get the football back as Brody Becker boots this one away. Nice punt for him as well.
Get it.
A big hop, and it's fielded cleanly for Jones and up across near the 50, and he's finally drove down at the 49. That looks like
Colin Alexander. Yep, Colin Alexander, number 16.
Nice punt return that time for Alexander. And it'll be back to the Jones offense. Clock continues to run here. 2:45 left in this one. It's been a big game for Jones. They've seen touchdown scores from Coda Harris on the ground and Asen Hansen threw 4 through the air. Marinko with 1 through the air. A safety as well. Lots of tackles for loss. It's been a big-time first game for Jones.
No doubt. And I think, you look at the box score and you see those guys who have scored a bunch, but the guys up front have done a phenomenal job of blocking. Kill Clark has done a great job of running the football as well. He's had some very nice runs. And here, Trip Rogers, good Lord, getting 9 yards right there on that carry, running extremely hard.
Fight. And it all starts like you mentioned. We got to give credit to the guys up front. He had a big hole for the first 5 yards. After that, it was all fight.
No doubt.
So,
no doubt.
Definition of teamwork that time between O-line and running back to get a nice solid 9-yard gain on first down and make it 2nd and 1.
And the great thing here is, the only upperclassman offensive lineman you've got up front is Jack Mendoza. The rest of these guys have, don't have a whole lot of game experience up front, offensive line-wise. And so being able to keep them in, watch game film with them, coach them up on these late games has been really good for them.
Marinko will hand off to Rogers again. Up the middle, he's got the first down and plenty more. He's up across the 45, or the 35 rather.
And I think this will take us to the best formation you can have, victory formation.
It's what every coach wants to see at the end of the game for his team. Not the other, obviously, and that's what Coach Kevin Witt gets today. A season opener against a close town rival. Couldn't go a whole lot better. The Jones Longhorns up 51-6. Cash Marinko will back it up to the logo, takes the knee. Might have to take one more technically. He didn't quite get down before 40 seconds, but for all intents and purposes, Jones Longhorns, big-time W in their debut on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Looks like they're going to go ahead and call it that way. 51-6. Jones Longhorns, dominant win at home for their opener of the season, their opener on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Coach Haynes, what more can you ask for?
No, it was good. I tell you, the last couple of years, it's been a lot closer game, 51-6. Anytime you win like that, you'll take that every time. I think the boys did a good job of showing composure. I know at times it got a little chippy, but I thought they did an outstanding job of keeping their head on straight, playing till the final whistle blows. I think they did a nice job of executing. They knew exactly what their job was, and they executed. Offensively up front, it was pretty easy for them. You run your gap schemes, you have a few of your zone schemes, and you just go. Defensively, the first series is always kind of tough on you because you're trying to see what Luther's going to line up in and what the opposing team's going to line up in. After that first series, gave up the touchdown, but quickly after that, they didn't give up an inch. Had a couple runs, and then right after those couple runs, they stopped them. And thought they did an outstanding job getting some 3-and-outs. Almost had a couple turnovers. Special teams, I thought, did a very nice job of getting the ball. Not much more you can ask for. Now we're looks like we're pretty healthy. Looks like we're going to be able to move on to Kiefer without any issues.
The Jones Longhorns win their opener 51-6. Started off with the touchdown pass to Creighton Jones. Their next drive, touchdown pass to Mason Templeton. Drive after that, touchdown pass to Hunter Purvis. They started off 4 for 4. Their first 4 drives, they scored on all of them. The fourth one was a 3-yard touchdown run from Coda Harris. After that, later on at the end of the first half, Creighton Jones, another touchdown catch for him. It was from the 40-yard line, deep bomb from Asen Hansen as time expired in the first half. Jones muscled away from 2 Lions defenders for the score. And Coda Harris had a 3-yard touchdown run again in the second half for his second score of the day. And then Cash Marinko got in and an 18-yard touchdown pass to Chase Pitts. That's your scoring summary for this game. Jones Longhorns debut on the Oklahoma Sports Network. They debut the 2024 season, and it goes just about as well as you can ask for. 1-0 heading to Kiefer for next week, and we'll have that for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Be sure to download our apps on Apple and Android. Free to download, free to watch. Download us on your TV, on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Just go into any of those search bars, search for the Oklahoma Sports Network. Like, share, and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, X, TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. Find us online at oksportsnet.com. Anywhere you live on the world of the internet, we are there for you to find. So make sure to do that and stay tuned. It's going to be a great Jones Longhorn season, and it started how you wanted it. It's 1-0, 51-6 over the Luther Lions. For Coach Grant Haynes, I'm Zach Reynolds, and for everybody on the Oklahoma Sports Network,